So we are live,
We are live.
and we just attended the Shubman Gill press conference, which is why we kind of delayed our live by about 30 odd minutes. And it was quite an interesting press conference. By the way, as we get on our live, we see the entire Indian team out there, and the pitch curator has just instructed his ground staff to close out the nets, or rather to take the nets out because there was a drizzle. Now, will he
Yes.
put them back again? The drizzle has stopped now. The whole Indian team is out there. Is this getting more spicier? We've got to see, because they are all waiting there.
No,
The
no, I
Indian,
think it's
they have to
because
put
of
it
the
back.
weather. It's
They've,
because of the weather.
yeah, it is because of the weather. Of course, it is because of the weather. But was it done too soon? So we've got to see whether it is put back again, because it has to be put back. The Indian team is out there. There is a cloud cover at this point in time. To be
Huge
fair,
cloud cover.
there is a significant cloud cover, but there is no rain. The rain is not happening. And Jasprit Bumrah is having a chat with Gautam Gambhir as we speak. Yes. Yeah, so Neil, check this. Bumrah, there is a video in our group. Neil, play that video. Gautam Gambhir having a chat with Jasprit Bumrah. That is something that is the news point. Huh? Here you go. So this is what it is. I am very keen on seeing if Jasprit Bumrah is bowling today at the nets and in what intensity. Because Ben Stokes said in the press conference that this is the most green wicket. And Shubman Gill, when I asked him that question about Jasprit Bumrah, had a bit of a smile when he said, this is a green wicket and we will take a call tomorrow morning. This is the video. You can see.
Evening.
They will, yeah. But he said to that answer tomorrow morning. But thereafter he said multiple times that they will select the team today evening. But
yeah. There we go. That's Gautam Gambhir and Jasprit Bumrah having a long chat. From what we've heard so far from the Indian team, Shubman Gill, Sitanshu Kotak yesterday, is the fact that conversation of whether or not Jasprit Bumrah will play in the final test has not been had yet. Let's be clear, all the fast bowlers are fit at the moment, as confirmed by Gautam Gambhir after the fourth test. But the question still remains, will Jasprit Bumrah play the final test or not? Is it a case of convincing Jasprit Bumrah? Is it a case of preserving Jasprit Bumrah? We'll find out soon enough from what Shubman Gill has said in the press conference, answering to Boria's question, the decision will be made.
आपने ट्वीट किया था क्या about the timing?
No, I did not.
Okay, so the reason a lot of people are saying that why did we not start on time? We would have started dot 5 p.m. India, which is 12:30 here, and Gargi and I were ready as well. We did not, or we weren't able to.
Set it up
exactly.
And then ran away.
We literally sort of set it up and then had to go because the Shubman Gill press conference started at 12:40, and the moment it ended, we started at 1. So when you say things like 5 p.m. England time, etc., I know you're trying to be cheeky, but it's not as if we were saying or we did not want to start on time or anything like that. The intention was nothing like that.
And we said this in the last slide before we...
Yes, we did. We actually
mentioned multiple times that if there is a press conference clashing with the 5 at 5 live, then we will attend the press conference and then start our regular live.
And by the way, the captain's pre-match press conference with so much hanging on this game, I think is worth attending, hopefully for you guys also, because then we would be able to give you our interpretation and our understanding of what we think is the team. That is why I thought it was absolutely the right thing to do. And the two of us did go, just like many of us are the rest of the team. We attended the press conference, asked the questions, and can now give you the update. But except the Jasprit Bumrah story, Gargi, I think the rest of the team is now clear. I don't think Kuldeep Yadav is playing this match like I had reported last night. We have reported this morning. I don't see Kuldeep Yadav featuring in this match. Are you now fairly certain?
I am fairly certain. I think I was certain yesterday evening as well after we saw that practice session and looking at the pitch as well. Now Ben Stokes also saying, Shubman Gill also commenting the same, that this is the greenest wicket that they have gotten throughout the series. So if you go by the conditions, once again, let's be clear, Kuldeep Yadav does not need the conditions or the surface to necessarily favor him. He can turn the ball regardless, but at the same time, Kuldeep Yadav will not be making it to the team. Now, let's try to understand why. it will be because you don't have a Rishabh Pant. You don't have a Rishabh Pant in the team. At number 5, there will be a Washington Sundar playing, but you still have a huge void in the batting lineup when it comes to Rishabh Pant. Now, Dhruv Jurel, and taking nothing away from Dhruv Jurel's abilities or talent or whatever, but he will not have the same impact as a Rishabh Pant. He will not be able to, if there is a if there is a situation, he will not have the same impact, or let's say not the same pressure that Rishabh Pant has on the opposition, and we have to be very, very practical about that fact. And to be practical about that fact, Indian management will have to go with an extra cushion in the batting lineup. Now, that has been the case throughout the 4 matches, but this situation is very different, and this situation calls for an extra batting cushion in the team. Now, I think that batting cushion will be Shardul Thakur.
Yes, and absolutely correct. And as we speak, by the way, the nets are being put back. The rain has stopped and the cloud has kind of moved. Yeah, it has moved to the other side. Yeah. So the nets are being put back by the curator and the team. So it will be an interesting net session. We have to see who all bowls, who all does. A lot of questions on Prasidh. We will try and answer them as well. But the point that we said yesterday, Kuldeep Yadav is not going to play. Said it last night, said it this morning, multiple times. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that somebody with that kind of ability, unfortunately, will possibly not play. Though India has not announced its 11, but from what the captain said in that press conference, it was pretty much apparent and evident that Kuldeep Yadav is not. Yeah, said that nets are back and Kuldeep Yadav is not in the mix at this point. So the rest of the team,
slightly unfair, but that's just how it is.
That's how it is.
Team before anything else.
Yeah, and by the way, Shubman Gill used the word green about the wicket. Ben Stokes used the word green about the wicket. Someone who's asking, is it a flat track? Maybe not. The kind of green that you are seeing at this oval wicket is more than the green that you have seen in any other condition or track in this series. So when I asked Shubman, and I asked him 3 parts to that question. If you see, I said workload management, I understand that, but Manchester, he bowled 1 innings. He got a break in Birmingham. And of course, there will be a 1-month gap after this particular series is over before any other assignment. So is that break enough in terms of workload management? More, it is a series decider. It is a huge match in the context of the WTC, in the context of this particular series. So what is the thought on Jasprit Bumrah? And he said the wicket is green and they will take a call. So that's the only doubt at this point. I can now say that from the looks of it, Shardul Thakur is playing Gargi. From the looks of it, one can say that Shardul Thakur is going to play. By the way, Lord is training there, and you can see him doing the high feet and doing that exercise. There he is running. That's Lord. He has a good record at the Oval. Shardul Thakur.
Is that him in the corner?
Yeah, the first one, the one in the corner. The question is, if Jasprit Bumrah doesn't play, then is it Prasidh Krishna? But I've got to say this. I have this strange notion that yes, all I'm saying is Jasprit Bumrah is not ruled out yet. I know there have been reports. I'm conscious of the fact that Jasprit Bumrah was to play 3 test matches and not more. I'm conscious of the fact that there is workload management. I'm conscious of all of that. But I just have this feeling that it's not done deal yet. So Shardul Thakur in, Akashdeep in. By the way, Arshdeep has been asked to be ready is what Shubman Gill said. But from what I know, the webbing is still an issue. So I will say Mohammad Siraj, Akashdeep, Shardul Thakur, Washington Sundar, Ravindra Jadeja, 5 bowlers done. Only the last position. Is it Jasprit Bumrah? Is it Prasidh Krishna? Is it someone else like Arshdeep Singh? Is he 100%? So that's the only debate as far as I am concerned, Gargi. The rest of the 10, one can now give.
I agree. And I think the batting positions are also more or less done. Washington Sundar at number 5.
High praise, yeah.
Yes, high praise for him and deserves every bit of it.
Nishchay.
Deserves every discipline.
Yeah.
Did you just say?
I said Nishchay in Bangla.
I was like, what? Okay. Flat track. It's not a flat track. I don't think it's a flat track.
Boss, England are playing out and out 4 fast bowlers. Okay. England are playing out and out 4 fast bowlers. Josh Tongue, fast bowler. Gus Atkinson, fast bowler. Chris Wokes, fast bowler. And Jamie Overton, fast bowler. 4 fast bowlers. No specialist spinner. England playing 4 fast bowlers and no specialist spinner. No Liam Dawson. Okay? So 4 fast bowlers playing for England. Flat track? No. 4 fast bowlers plus Root and Bethel, who will be part-timers. So these are not proper spinners. So you must understand when you see the England side also. This is not a side that has a specialist spinner. This is not a flat track. This is a green track.
Yeah. Okay. Saurav is saying Shardul starts badly with the ball always, and then Gill doesn't trust him much. You know what? Gill did speak about this today, and he said that when you have so many, I don't know, but he said, this is what Shubman Gill said, that when you have so many bowlers, there will be 1 or 2 who will be underbowled.
But he then admitted the Washington Sundar
Yes.
point that in hindsight, it was. He said that
Could have come in earlier, but
when you have to
it's-
maintain the ball,
Yes.
you don't
With-
bowl 2 spinners together. But then you did not need to. You could have given Washington Sundar a go from the
Ravindra
Jadeja
Jadeja's
end
end.
as well.
Exactly.
But he did admit that, when you look at it, you can say that Washington Sundar could have bowled
No,
earlier.
he said that it's a valid point. It's a valid point that Washington Sundar could have been brought in.
You should
earlier.
also give the way he responded to the curator point.
He said that the gist of his answer was, we've been doing this for so many years. We know what to do. This is not the first time that we're going to have a look at the pitch, and we have every right to go and look at the pitch. So you can't tell us.
He was pretty forthright about it.
Yeah, you can't tell us that you need to only see it 2.5 meters.
He said
from
3.
He said 3. कि हम 3 मीटर दूर से देखना है. There's no compulsion as such. So what's really going on there? And if you tell us things like that, obviously we will react. That's all.
না, but I thought if you read between the lines অনেক কিছু পাওয়া যায়। কুলদীপ যাদব খেলবে না, পরিষ্কার বুঝে গেলি, except বুমরা পুরো 10 জনই বুঝে গেছে সবাই।
Number 3 is who? Sai Sudarshan.
Yeah,
I don't know,
100%.
someone's asking.
Sai answer was good.
Yeah, Sai answer was good.
Sai answer was actually a good one where he
Clear
said
answer was for Kuldeep.
Kuldeep was a giveaway. I mean, again, our break. Our break last night, no Kuldeep. I called all saying, well, and because we were all going for Kuldeep, lot of experts have put out their teams with Kuldeep. Yesterday evening only had heard कि नहीं हो रहा है, Kuldeep नहीं
I was
खेलेगा.
having a chat with
Sai का क्या बोला?
I told him about the grandfather story of his stint with Mohan Bagan, and he was like, "Oh really? I didn't know about that. It's a nice, lovely story, mate."
Yeah, it is. I mean,
he also didn't know.
then Dennis Compton's Mohan Bagan, possible Mohan Bagan still.
He also
साई का उसने बोला कि हाँ कि पहला इनिंग्स में वो जो जैसे आउट हुआ था वो किसी के साथ भी हो सकता है and the 60 that he got was a good innings.
Yes.
and he was all praise for Sai, and he wants to give Sai the time. So it was pretty much apparent that Shubman is backing his number 3, and that yes, that maybe big runs weren't gotten from Sai Sudarshan's bat, but he does have a lot of time
Potential.
as far as Sai Sudarshan is concerned. I thought it was a clear-cut answer when the Sai Sudarshan question was asked.
I smell samosas again.
From where?
I don't know. I just smell them. Anyway.
Samosas. I would give an arm and a leg to have a samosa now.
A good one, a real one. Kishore
but तुम तो खाओगे नहीं.
Kishore Mishra is saying low scoring test match question mark.
यार लो स्कोरिंग कैसे बताएं आपको, बट इतना तो आपको बता सकते हैं, and again the covers are coming off, so you will be able to take a look at the wicket again, and match day -1, it's still green. By the way, Shubman Gill said he has not taken a look at the wicket. He will now, so I'm sure
क्योंकि कल आए नहीं
the
थे.
moment the covers are taken off, the Indians will go, and I now want to see when the head coach and the captain goes to take a look at the wicket, whether the curator walks there or not. But the wicket does have grass. It is green. It is green. And Ben Stokes made the point in the press conference. Shubman Gill made the point in the press conference that the wicket is green. It's fascinating. This is one of the most intriguing training sessions that I am looking forward to. I want to see if Jasprit Bumrah bowls full tilt. I want to see between Akashdeep, Arshdeep and Prasidh Krishna what's happening there. I want to see if Arshdeep is bowling and how much. I want to see how Prasidh Krishna is bowling. Because you really want to see these things before you make up your mind that who is the number 11 player. Are we giving Bumrah a chance yet is he, you know, is he in the mix of things or not? Is Prasidh going to get a game, or if Akashdeep and Arshdeep both are getting games, this will be an absolutely crackjack training session for the next couple of hours.
Naveen Kumar is saying, why doesn't England have a proper spinner? Because of the green deck.
Correct.
Simple as that. Okay. Live feed of practice session. They haven't started anything.
एक बार घुमा के दिखा दीजिए.
देख लीजिए, लेकिन अभी कुछ शुरुआत नहीं हुई है, अभी वार्म अप ही चल रहा है. They you can see that ये जो पूरा ग्रुप है, that's the Indian team. They will do some fielding drills अभी, ground fielding drills होंगी, 15-20 मिनट ये करेंगे, that will get them warmed up. And then they will start doing their special practice sessions, net sessions start हो जाएंगे. अभी के लिए कुछ चल नहीं रहा है वैसे वहाँ पे. Okay, if not Kuldeep, Shubhan Goyal, sorry. If not Kuldeep, then play a proper fourth pacer or proper batter, and not Shardul, as Gill does not trust Shardul, the bowler.
Again, it comes down to the thing that his batting prowess is trusted. And I agree with you, by the way. I agree with you that he needs to trust Shardul, the bowler, more. When you give 11 overs out of 157, it shows that you don't trust Shardul that much, but you must give him more bowling if you are playing him as your fourth seamer. But you definitely trust him with the bat, and that was very much evident or apparent. By the way, they are doing that same drill of hitting the stumps now.
Yeah, they always do that. That's to get warmed up. Okay, we're back on screen. Go to
इंटरेस्टिंग है ना, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग है ये. मुझे तो लग रहा है यार, खिला दो बुमराह को, एक मैच खिलाओ, बात करो. इफ ही इज फिट इनफ, एंड बार बार आप लोग कह रहे हो कि वो फिट है, बार बार कह रहे हो वो फिट है, खिलाओ.
शॉर्टर बर्स्ट दो, ज्यादा मत बॉलिंग दिलवाओ.
आपके पास छह बॉलर्स है.
हाँ, that's what I'm saying, that if you want, there is an option to sort of manage the workload of Bumrah here, unless you're looking at Asia Cup और आप उसके लिए बचाना चाहते हैं.
35 days.
I know, but I'm just speculating कि क्या चल रहा है.
Asia Cup T20 contest. T20
4
contest,
overs.
hardly no, sort of similarity whatsoever. 35 days, 40 days later. Asia Cup is 10th of September. Tomorrow is 31st July. Absolutely 6 weeks left, and you will talk about workload management. Doesn't add up. Just doesn't add up.
Arithro Chatterjee is saying, I have a point. Not playing Bumrah because if he can't give his 100% or gets injured with tired legs mid-game, it will add pressure on the bowlers.
That is the point, right, Arithro? That is he fit or not? That's the call you need to take. You are repeatedly coming and saying that he is 100%, that he is in your scheme of things and he's fit. So the question is, if he is fit, and by the way, again, Bumrah chatting there. Look, there he is at the top of the bowling mark. He's behind there. We have to see how he bowls and whether he bowls or not. And if he doesn't, because he generally doesn't turn up also match day -1. Today, obviously, the entire team has turned up because it's not an optional practice session. But I think where you are coming from, Arithro, I understand. By the way, pitch. There is a clear greenish tinge.
Yeah, 100%.
There is a clear. Now they've removed the cover from the pitch.
And let's
Show them.
This is the greenest that we've seen this series, unless they start moving it.
इंग्लैंड 4 पेस बॉलर खिला रहा है.
हाँ.
आप अगर वो सोचोगे तो ग्रीन कंडीशन है तभी ना खिला रहा है चार फास्ट बॉलर. जो एंड 4 फास्ट बॉलर में ऑलराउंडर ज्यादा नहीं है. जॉश टंग, क्रिस वोक्स छोड़ो, गास एटकिंसन, जॉश टंग, जेमी ओवर्टन, चलो ठीक है. बट आप 4 आउट एंड आउट फास्ट बॉलर खिला रहे हो, स्पिनर खिला ही नहीं रहे हो. सो व्हेन यू आर नॉट इवन प्लेइंग अ स्पेशलिस्ट स्पिनर, यू आर प्लेइंग 4 फास्ट बॉलर्स. By the way, where is Gautam Gambhir and Sitanshu Kotak?
On the middle of the pitch.
At the top of the wicket. Rohan, Chobi. By the way, Gautam Gambhir and Sitanshu Kotak are on the wicket as we speak, and I can't see Lee Fortis.
No
I can't see Lee Fortis anywhere near Gautam. Where's Mr. Fortis?
Zoom, please. No, it can't be zoomed. I'm sorry. Gargi ji, I want.
ये zoom क्यों नहीं होता है?
नहीं, StreamYard में कैसे
नहीं होता है?
नहीं होता. क्या? हाँ, लाइव शो में कैसे जूम करोगे आप?
By the way, we can report. You can see, if you can see from far.
That's
By the way,
Gautam
Gautam is
Gambhir.
now hunched down and is feeling the wicket. Sitanshu Kotak has also hunched down and is feeling the wicket. Lee Fortis is about 30 meters from there at a 45-degree angle, trying to remove the final covers. He has not come anywhere close to Gautam Gambhir. Interesting. The Indian think tank, Gautam Gambhir and Sitanshu Kotak, both of them still at the wicket, trying to understand the conditions. And you can hear the sounds. The Indians are doing all of that in their practice drill. They are cheering each other on and they're dividing each other into groups. And T. Dilip giving them the practice drill. And Gautam and Sitanshu Kotak still around the wicket next to that square, trying to figure out what's going on. Is this the greenest wicket that you've seen in the entire series?
Yes, absolutely. Now, if we look back at Lords, I think match day -2, we thought that was going to be a greenish deck. But obviously, match day -2, you expect there to be one more day of the grass getting shaved off, and it did, and it turned out to be quite brown. This one is the greenest that we've seen, unless Lee Fortis mows it today evening or something like that, and tomorrow we come here early in the morning and see that half the grass has been shaved off.
Kumadiji, I don't see that happening for two reasons. One, England is playing 4 fast bowlers,
exactly.
and the host team would not have played 4 fast bowlers had there been, the plan of shaving it off or mowing because they will want to have that home advantage, which is absolutely fair. And the second thing is, the only chance that England has, because they're not even playing as specialist spinner, is with that fast bowling unit against the Indian batting order without Rishabh Pant. So that's their only chance. By the way,
Sometime before.
no, but this is not on the wicket.
No.
That's an interesting one. This is an interesting photo. भेजो.
It's on your phone only.
भेज दीजिए.
अच्छा, group में.
हाँ.
नील ये फोटो चलाना.
ये क्या हो रहा है? ये कैसे हो रहा है ये?
क्या कैसे हो रहा है?
ये छोटा क्यों है?
Don't worry about that. That's
अच्छा,
for
okay.
us. Yeah, that's the back end.
So just to give you guys an update, the wicket now, Mone Mokal is on the wicket. So now after Gautam and Sitanshu Kotak inspected the wicket, it is Mone Mokal who is now inspecting the wicket. And he has now gone
To the
to
other
speak
wicket.
to other groundsmen.
No, he's looking at that one, which is insignificant because that's not the pitch. You're just checking things out. Okay.
Where is the curator? Where is the head curator?
There.
No, he's there.
Yeah.
He's
that's
there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. He's there.
He's not. He's nowhere near the square.
He's behind the rope this
He's
time
behind the rope himself. He's behind the rope. He's not next to the square.
Okay, we have a super chat. Rana Vishwanath Pratap Singh is saying they always have four fast bowlers.
Ben Stokes is not a fourth fast bowler. He's an out and out
all-rounder.
And they also have, by the way, Rana, they have always had a specialist spinner. They've always had a Shoaib Bashir. They've always had a Liam Dawson. That's the point. They don't have a specialist spinner. They have a fourth fast bowler, not a specialist spinner. So
Okay.
Ben Stokes. So that's the point we're trying to make. If you check first 3 tests, Shoaib Bashir. If you check test number 4, Liam Dawson, there is no specialist spinner, and that was asked of Gill as well. And he said Root and Bethel will do the job. So there is no specialist spinner, and that is because of the conditions and the green nature of the surface.
Pankaj Agarwal is saying, why doesn't media ask Gautam Gambhir about Hardik not playing tests? He doesn't make himself available for selection.
सवाल पैदा ही नहीं होता है because Hardik is not even at this point in time in the remote possibility of playing test cricket because his body doesn't hold.
Yeah, doesn't hold
And
up.
he's not even in the scheme of things. So
And it's not like he makes himself available.
that is exactly the right thing to say. He doesn't make himself available. So
he's
ये
not
सवाल गौतम गंभीर से कैसे पूछोगे आप?
He's not doing anyone any disservice. He's made himself
No, because he doesn't-
unavailable.
he knows his body
can't
doesn't
play.
hold. Exactly.
He knows he can't play. और वो कुछ ऐसे optics और illusions नहीं हो रहा है वहाँ पे. It's fair and very fair and very simple.
and ये
And very
सवाल उठा
clear.
था ड्यूरिंग द WTC फाइनल. ये सवाल थोड़ा सा आया था कि एक टेस्ट मैच के लिए शायद हार्दिक पांड्या खेल जाए एज एन ऑलराउंडर. सुनील गावस्कर ने ये सवाल उठाया था. मैंने ये सवाल पे बहुत चर्चा भी किया था 2023, बट हार्दिक पांड्या एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम आल्सो वाजंट इंटरेस्टेड. सो ये सवाल का रेलेवेंस थोड़ा सा कम है.
Tamila Rasan A saying, does the pitch look similar to the India versus Australia Sydney wicket with grass? Was that pitch was horrendous.
Sydney was the worst cricket wicket in Sydney cricket ground for a long time. If you ask Michael Clark and listen to our interview, Michael will say that multiple times, that in his 25-30 years of watching cricket in Sydney, that was the most treacherous wicket that he had seen. It is difficult to say from here. What we can report is this looks green, and there is a clear greenish tinge on the wicket. In fact, Gargi, if you look at the practice wickets there and look at that main wicket, the practice wicket number 1 and number 3 are way more browner than the main strip.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes.
Look at that practice wicket. Look at that practice wicket. And if you see, compare it with the main strip there, this one, the main strip is far greener than the practice wickets.
Paramveer Singh asking, what's the possible 11? Arsh and Kuldeep, can they play?
No.
Kuldeep won't. Arshdeep is also very difficult
Doubtful.
with his injury. Yeah, it's doubtful.
Doubtful in the sense, Shubman Gill made the point in the press conference that Arshdeep has been asked to get ready. He would have certainly got a debut had he been 100%. Will India risk Arshdeep because the webbing might still become an issue? And if he gets a hard ball and the webbing splits or something happens there, India
That's
will be without a
dangerous.
bowler, and that can be a challenging thing because Arshdeep might just carry that injury into the game, may have not healed 100%, but if he does, then they have kept that option open. As far as Kuldeep is concerned, I will be, let's put it bluntly, I don't think he's playing. So Kuldeep Yadav's series is all but done, and he will not get a game. Very sad or unfortunate or unfair, whatever you want to call it, but he's not getting a game. So Kuldeep Yadav will have to wait for the West Indies series on 2nd of October to bowl for India in red ball cricket.
Last 5 minutes, and then we'll come back at the end of the practice session and do.
Maybe देखो बीच में भी एक बार आ सकते हैं, but पहले वो देखेंगे. वो तो अभी मत बोलते हैं.
हाँ नहीं अभी नहीं बोलते. जब इसीलिए नोटिफिकेशन जो बेल होता है ना वो दबाना होता है ताकि जैसे ही हम लाइव आते हैं पता चल जाता है. You get a notification that we are live. Wait. One very important question here. Fitmonk, oval chair color inspired from Boria sir's kurta.
The other way. Neither of us actually had an idea. I did not. When I wore the kurta, I did not think about oval chair color. Gargi was the one who first pointed out that it's kind of blending. But yes, I mean, I generally wear a kurta one day of a particular match. I wore it at Lord's, wore it here. So one day I do wear a kurta and this jacket. So that's it. Next 5 days I won't. So today was my kurta day.
Shirish G, who are the other fast bowling all-rounder
And you know why I don't wear kurta on match days? ये तुम्हारे लिए.
क्यों?
Because live के लिए तुम बाहर भगा के लेके जाते हो.
तो
ये this one, the slip-ons, I cannot walk fast with the slip-ons.
You
So I'll
can
have to
wear
have
shoes with that?
Nah. So because I'll have to wear proper sneakers with on the match days. That's why I can't wear a kurta.
कितनी एक साथ सारा like और repost करे. Look at how many.
That's what he does. Snehashish and have you not seen what Athrew does?
Yeah, I know because I also get notifications from.
Athrew
Rev
will do
Sports
22
Twitter, na?
together, and Snehashish will do 25 together.
Okay, any possibility of Easwaran playing? No.
No.
Okay, let's end.
Look at that visual. Captain and the bowling coach.
Yeah, there we go.
Captain and the bowling coach very closely. Ron, a visual ta niye babu. Or Ron. Captain and the bowling coach. কোথা দেখা? এই ছবিটা দেখা।
দেখুন ক্যাপ্টেন চেক করছে, লি দেখছে।
এই এটা ফাটা। Hey guys, look at this visual. Shubman is checking the wicket and Lee is looking at Shubman. এটা পাঠিয়ে দে, let's play this. we'll play it for you.
Let's
হ্যাঁ
end,
নীল
end
আছে।
let's end with this video.
Yeah, we'll end with this video. Pata, we'll play this and end.
नील এটা চালা ভাই
Okay, now who all are this side? Anshul, Siraj and Akash. सिराज के साथ जाके थोड़ा सा करके आते हैं बात।
मियां भाई
अबे तुम जानते हो क्या?
अरे मियां भाई को कौन नहीं जाने
अरे तुम हाई क्यों कर रहे हो?
क्या है
হ্যালো
Neil
Okay.
sent you.
Sent you.
চালা চালা
Neil chala and আমি যাবে then.
কোথায় যাবে বাবা তুমি?
Offline যাবে.
Look at that. Shubman Gill inspecting the wicket and leave for that. Look at that. Again, Shubman Gill inspecting the wicket. And okay, quick update. Siraj, Akash, Anshul doing catching, high catches. The drill is on. We will be back in exactly an hour or so moment we see something interesting. So we'll do 2 more lives maybe today. Depends on what we see. So don't hold us to it. Maybe in an hour, hour and a half.
The slip cordon.
कहाँ पे हो रहा है?
वो उधर. वो पीछे देखो.
Plenty of action going on. Plenty of action going on. Give us an hour. Give us an hour. We'll be back. নাকি কি করব? 1 ঘন্টা পরে করি?
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
Bumrah is talking to Agarkar, and now who's on the wicket again? Is the Lord? Bumrah is on the wicket.
शुभमन
Hey,
बुमराह
ছবিটা তোল। Bumrah is on the wicket. ছবিটা তোল।
वो खुद के लिए डिसाइड कर रहा है क्या should I play or not?
कर सकता है यार, खत्म करो।
Bye, Neil.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
थोड़ा we should go closer.